everybody, what's up? Welcome back to Movie Cranks. I'm Hilarious Mike. And, well, we got to see... the fuck was this movie named? Underwater?
Underwater with Kristen Stewart.
Yep. You know, it's kind of like in the whole genre of the alien and kind of the life. And those movies, you got these scientists and they're trapped under the sea.
I don't even know if they're scientists.
I don't even know if they're scientists. I think they were drillers or something.
Maybe.
Some were scientists, like Kristen Stewart's character.
I guess.
But they're trapped under sea because something or something
has attacked their little underwater station.
Yep.
And let's explain why we're confused at what they are or what they do. The movie does not tell us. The movie starts with Kristen Stewart, this is a spoiler, brushing her teeth. And
it's in the trailer.
Yeah, and then
it happens.
Then the whole station explodes.
Yeah, they don't do enough. The good ones, like Alien, in life, they set up the characters. They sit down, they eat, they talk, they have friendships, they enjoy each other.
Her name was Ripley. What was this girl's name in the movie?
Fuck if I know. I really don't.
T.J. Miller was the only person that was funny.
And I didn't even like his character.
And he was annoyingly funny.
Yeah.
His humor was miss or hit. Me and you laughed a couple times, but most of the time, me and you couldn't stand it. He was just so annoying.
All right, we're gonna do this. Let's do this. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Well, it's the dialogue, and they
they
mumble all of it.
Yes.
You miss half the dialogue because they're talking so fast.
A lot of
you can't even catch it.
Right. It's a lot of whispering when they're having these deep thoughts and they're having narration sometimes, and it felt like just they had no clue what to write. They had this idea of a creature underwater attacking.
On paper, it's a good idea.
A mining colony or so, whatever this is underwater. Great idea. Now we need to write a story. And they looked at each other.
And they said, let's just blow this shit up.
And they
started that way.
And they're like, I know what we need to do. Have Kristen Stewart shave her head and perform some of the worst acting I've ever seen.
And do it all dressed like one of those football girls in your underwear and knee pads.
Okay. Be fair, she was fine.
Yeah.
She's a little annoying sometimes. Her character is a little weird, like super intelligent, yet spastic, yet all kinds of stuff all over the place.
There is things about this movie that are redeemable, that are decent. I thought the effects were good. And she's okay.
She's okay.
You know, I'm still not going to become part of her fan club or anything.
They got her into her skivvies quite often. So it was
her and the other girl.
Yeah.
She was always wearing the little rainbow shirt and her underwear. And the other one, like I said, she dressed like
I think T.J. Miller must have had something to do with that. Something, I don't know. It's something he sounds like he would do.
Creepy T.J.
The horror part. This is about an underwater alien creature that they dig up that attacks the station. And I won't spoil what the alien underwater monster thing is, but it's amazing.
No, they did great with the monsters. I wish they were in more of the movie.
Yes, the monsters were the best part of this because they actually were pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
The main monster and all the other ones, the supporting characters, were great.
And I did have one problem with the monster, and I wish it would have been able to get into the buildings, because it seemed like it's always on the outside, underwater. It can't breathe.
There's a lot of this movie, 85 to 90% of this movie, you don't see any monsters, nothing. You just hear stuff repeatedly. They go into a room, the room's flooding, they hear noises, they go to the next room, and they go to the next room, and they do this over and over and over again. It's like Gravity, except without the smart gravity.
It is kind of like Gravity under the sea.
Collapsing space debris hitting the station. It's like
not as good acting.
with crap
and a lackluster story.
I mean, I was scared 2 times where something just extremely unknown, like I was unaware it was going to happen. Boom. They had some good jump scares.
Yeah, there was a couple jump scares with the aliens.
And I was like, oh. It's just
especially the first one. The first one we both jumped on.
Yes, it takes that first one takes you by surprise.
And that first scene with what they do find, where they're poking at it and stuff, I like that part.
Yep.
That kind of reminded me of Alien there. That actually kind of gave me that feeling. But I just wish the rest of the movie could have. because I like Life and I like Alien, and all I was really hoping, because I knew it wasn't really going to be Alien, I was hoping it could be good as Life, but it just wasn't.
It was and what I mean by Alien is it had those creatures like Alien-like, but it had the long, dark hallway scenes. It had the flashing lights. It had the voice. This will self-destruct and blah blah blah. It had all that stuff just like Alien, and the camera work and the way it was shot felt like Alien and The Abyss mixed together in a big pile.
Yeah.
But here's the issue: no story. You don't care when these people are killed. You don't care who they are, because the movie doesn't tell you squat.
Yeah, it never leads up. It never makes them have a connection.
None.
You don't know why Kristen Stewart is sad because this one's gone.
I barely knew two of the characters were apparently lovers, and I didn't even realize it until the end of the movie almost.
I didn't even catch it.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. The lack of story and character development in this is astounding.
Yeah.
It would
it's quick little jokes, then they talk fast and they go
quick,
underwater.
It's just one jump scene to the next of them trying to survive. And the underwater stuff is cool. It reminds you of The Abyss. The big suits, the special breathing stuff, the computers, the sensors, and all of it's pretty cool. But is it enough? No.
No, this movie has a lot of problems.
Yeah, namely the acting. T.J. Miller was a good example. He was out of control most of the time. Funny sometimes, but none of them really stood out.
Yeah, but I think the reason why they didn't stand out, because I thought the acting, just as acting, was fine.
Yep.
It's just that they didn't stand out because, like we said, there was no like, I wouldn't say charisma, but there's no...
They acted like they wanted to die.
You don't feel for any of the characters because you never know any of them.
Yep.
You don't understand their feelings for each other.
Nope.
Because they just have no connection. There's nothing there.
And we should also bring up that the deaths in this were impressive.
Yeah, there's a few things. Like, there's some body parts that
there's some
places and...
explosions.
That
not
first
only
one.
buildings, but people.
The first one. I like that one.
There are some very intense death scenes in this. There's also a lot of claustrophobia. If you're claustrophobic and don't like tight spaces like earthquake movies, this is bad because there's a ton of tight little tunnels they have to climb.
Well, it's like Alien.
And rock is falling on them.
Tunnels, we even mentioned when we were watching it, it looks like Alien, kind of. You know, they have all the side, like the little piping and the wires.
Hey, you know what's good, though?
The red lights.
It was quick.
Yeah, it was pretty fast. Felt a little long, though, to me, though.
And anyone that loves Michael Crichton will know this, too. It felt like the underwater one with, what's her name? The Basic Instinct girl. It was Michael Crichton. Remember, it was
Sharon Stone?
Sharon Stone, with this Sphere.
Oh, yes,
It reminded me of Sphere, where some of the scenes were just kind of like, it felt a lot like it, with creatures crawling through the place. And so that's good. I like having a couple of those flashbacks.
Still,
so
it just all comes back to that one thing. It just neglected to build any character.
Yeah.
To make you care for anybody.
When a couple of them died, I was just like, well, there goes them.
Yeah.
Me and you're both alone in the theater.
The soundtrack was off too.
Yeah.
There's like this times where it's like...
It's the standard sci-fi violin horror movie kind of thing. Like a thriller is just... Just over and over again. A lot of that. Just a lot of violin noise. And it had no redeemable soundtrack or music or anything.
Yeah,
I think they played one song.
It's weird though, because like I said, it wasn't horrible. There is a good story there.
It was okay.
I felt like
it was better than the Meg. Does that help?
To me, it's probably right around the Meg.
It's close. It's
very close. And it does have rewatchability, I would say, just because there is fun to it. Like some movies I watch and they're just kind of boring. I wasn't really bored during the movie.
I couldn't.
Even though the pacing was a mess.
I don't think I could watch this again. I really don't.
Yeah. The pacing's a mess though, because it's so fast that I think that's the problem. The beginning, the pacing, you just have no time to understand who they are.
No, and you don't care.
Yeah.
It sucks.
So what would you score it though?
So you got good scares sometimes. good setup, good graphics, decent, great CGI in some parts, good sound effects like crashing and grinding and noise. That was all great. Music lackluster, characters horribly done, dialogue was shit, comedy was hit or miss. I'd say this falls square on my C- category.
I thought,
hey, it was better than last week's.
You said the comedy was hit or miss. Oh, it was better than The Grudge, but to me, the comedy didn't hit for me. When the last, I was just like,
yeah,
it just doesn't seem like something that people that would be trapped under the sea
in that situation,
at the
they
bottom
would
of the
not
ocean,
be joking around.
They'd be joking about stupid
yes.
shit. So I just didn't feel like that's part of the dialogue. The dialogue's a mess. It's way too fast. They mumble. You miss half of it.
Yep.
Kristen Stewart's just Kristen Stewart.
She looked
just
hot,
looks like,
but still, she was kind of stunted in this
Yeah,
and
they're
acting
still-
weird, stuttering, and all this weird stuff she was doing.
I did at one point kind of like the captain character, but he's not around
He was
a long
redeemable.
time.
You know why? Because he's, I don't remember the name of the actor. I don't see him that often anymore. He was big 10, 15 years ago probably, but he does a great job. He's charismatic. You feel for him. And, you know, I think he was actually one of the better actors in the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
It was definitely him, and then her, and then down there was T.J. Miller and all the rest. Where the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Underwater.
Yeah, it just...
What's your final score then?
I'm just going to go ahead and probably give it a C. It's just right on average for me.
Okay. Well, we're back in the car once again. This will probably happen more often when it's a movie we know is just kind of
Yeah, we just want to get it out fast.
But what's coming up, Larry?
1917.
Yes.
Oh my God! How long do we have to wait for this movie?
I know.
I mean, I wanted to see this not 19, but I wanted to see this in 2019.
Yeah.
Not 2020.
It was 77 miles away from us.
Exactly.
So.
We can't be driving 77 miles to see a movie, unfortunately.
So we're going to see that this weekend, and then we'll have the review up as soon as possible. Probably we'll see it Saturday, and then release the review sometime Sunday or Monday.
So we can get our 5 views.
Yes.
Since everybody else already has their review out for
yes,
it.
probably. So I'm hoping everyone, make sure if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the Movie Cranks.
Yep.
We need the attention and love, and we need to get to 1,000.
I look bad. I'm like, yeah, it's right down there.
No, don't be pointing down there for anything. Anyway, I'm going to get out of this car quick.
Yeah, we're going to finish this one up, so come back, subscribe like you said. But until next time, we'll see you later.
Good night.